Well, good morning. This is Wayne. It is Wednesday, and let's see. The date is let me remember here, the 15th of July, 2026. And Hank and Naylor are getting their walk before it gets hot today. As expected, the hot weather is coming back with a bang today and will be with us into the weekend, though it will likely decrease a little bit heading into the weekend when we have better chances for showers and thunderstorms. But hot weather the next 3 days, highs up in the 90s, maybe 100. But it's very... a lot of, I don't know if it's the smoke they've been talking about or not, but it's quite a bit hazy today looking, and a little reddish orange sky this morning when the sun was up. So a little bit of a difference. It was deep blue sky, or I don't know about deep blue, but it was nice blue sky yesterday. A little difference today, but that's not going to matter. It'll still get hot. It'll look like when I was a kid, the summers I can remember, very hazy, and when it was a hot weather pattern. So that's what today looks like. It doesn't look like there's going to be any rain either today or tomorrow, and probably Friday. So other than that, another bout of hot weather coming. Not unusual for July. I do want to correct myself. I think the other day, I forget which day it was, one yesterday, maybe the day before, I said there was a date in July that Richmond hasn't reached 100 degrees. That date is the 12th, not the 18th. So I correct myself. I had to look that up the other day after I said it. So that's the only day of the month that officially, as far as records go back, that it hasn't hit 100 degrees in Richmond. And it won't do so this year because we're past it. So, but it isn't too bad out right now. We had a comfortable night again. Left the air conditioner off in the man cave, had the windows open, and it wasn't too bad overall when I went back up there, but I've already turned the unit on and closed the windows and the fan, so we'll get ready for that so it's not too hot up there. The rest of the house has the air conditioner on, but they're pretty much separate places, so it doesn't matter whether the air conditioner is running in the house or not. That's a separate thing up in the man cave above the garage. So anyway, I see in the World Cup we have a finalist. Spain beat France, so I'm basically done in my pool picks since I picked France. A little surprising to see Spain, but they beat them yesterday, and today is the second one with England and Argentina. It pained me to pick Argentina. I'm not really a fan of Argentina, but I figured England gets so far and then they don't go any further, so I had to pick them to lose at some point. So anyway, we'll see what happens. And then the finals are this weekend. I think it's Sunday, as the tournament winds down. The All-Star game was last night. I think I watched 2 innings of it. I got bored with it, so I turned it over to something else. Didn't really seem interested in it. I don't know some of the players. I know the bigger stars and stuff, but there were some I didn't know anything about. So, unlike when I was a kid, knew all the players and would watch the game. But So I changed that and marked something else. Can't remember what it was, but anyway, I'm out here getting the mail. I don't know. They have the garbage out. I don't know if the garbage is coming today or not. Or people like that. I just take mine to the dump once a month, and it's easier and, well, not easier, but it's cheaper overall. So let's see what the mail has today. Oh boy, we got mail. We've got mail. So let's see, I gotta turn around. All right. So anyway, I don't know what it is. Looks like, I don't know, could be something important, I guess. Wait a second. I'm gonna get it in my pocket somehow. There we go. The flies are nasty today, so it's gonna be one of those days, I think, as far as the flies go. Because one just bit me on my shoulder. So, yippee, hot weather. They seem to get nastier. So I would suspect they're going to be pretty wild the next couple of mornings. Walking the lane. I mean, eventually over time, as we head through the rest of July into August, they should start either dying off or not being around or whatever they do. Usually they're the worst from the end of May through about the mid to late August time frame. And then they start to go away. Now I got to itch my shoulder because they bit the thing, or it did. Neil's a good boy. So anyway, that was an adventure right there, in getting the mail. But yeah, it's quite hazy. Look at it. I mean, it's not near the ground. Still good visibility. You can see, but the sky is noticeably hazier than it has been. I don't think there are any clouds out there. If there are, can't tell. So I don't think they're cirrus. It's awful uniform to be cirrus like this, and unless there's a thunderstorm complex coming. So I think it's just haze or smoke or whatever. We had a really bad year a few years ago with it. And you couldn't breathe going outside. And that's not the case right now. So, come on, Hank, let's go. Where are you? But anyway, let's go. So we'll go home. Nailer is running before it gets hot. And see what we're going to do. I was going to run an errand today. We'll see if I get there. Otherwise, I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do next in the hit parade. We are a little busy heading into the end of the month, into the 1st of August, and I still have to work out details with my son about his flooring project. We were supposed to go this past weekend, but got sick and didn't go. So I'll have to work with him, see when's a good time to do it. But anyway, enjoyed a nice late afternoon, evening with my grandkids. I taught my grandson, one of them, how to play a dice baseball game. That was fun. Brought me back to my childhood. I first played something like that when I was in my youth. And he learned it pretty quickly. I mean, it's a simple game, and simple rules. So, but at his age, it teaches him math and direction and how to read and comprehend and follow, like I said, the instructions, to play. So it was fun. and we played several games. And his father got him into it with us playing, so I enjoyed that. And we had a good dinner. So, I mean, his brother, who's a little younger, watched. But yeah, I was happy to play and teach the game. It's something like that's very simple for young school-age kids, especially if they're interested in sports. It's, find a simple version of it online, and all you need, a lot of them have dice and a piece of paper and a pencil, and that's about it. And of course, there's not elaborate teams, and there's not the players and different cards for each player and all the rules and everything, but it's supposed to be that way. It's supposed to be simple and enjoyable to play, sort of like a family game. And you interact with children. So there are plenty of those online if you search. Plenty of types of games that you can play with cards, playing cards, and dice and things like that. So very simple things for young children to play. And at my age, I get into and people like at my age get into the more in-depth games, and I can understand that. But just to sit down and play a simple game like that with my grandchildren makes me happy, and I enjoyed it. So we have a couple other games in mind that we may introduce the rest of the summer and see how they go. His younger brother may be able to play a couple of them, or one of them at least. So we'll see when they're over visiting. See what happens. So, but yeah, it was a nice time. I just wanted to find something for him to learn and, brush up on some skills, reading, math, things like that, following instructions. It's important stuff to learn. And I think he had a good time. So that's about it. I think I've covered just about everything this morning. Come on, let's go. Hank has to pee on everything, I think, on the walk. Gets worse every time. But it is kind of eerie looking today. So, but we'll make it through, right, Naylor? Hopefully it's not too much on the dogs. They should spend most of the day in the air conditioning, so they'll be fine. No animals today. I saw a squirrel, and Naylor did too. But you can't do anything as long as I'm holding on to him. I'm not too worried about him up at the house, but I don't let him loose down the lane. So, not that he would probably go anywhere. So, all right, well, that's it. And I don't know, I think I'll hold off on the grass. Probably doesn't need mowed till maybe Friday or the weekend. I'm looking at it right now. Doesn't look too bad, and we don't have any company or anything coming this weekend, so it doesn't have to look beautiful, or as beautiful as I can keep it. At this point, I try as much as I can to, keep things looking good and keep up with stuff around the house, but as with anything else, it's difficult at times. So, all right, well, that's it for today, and everybody enjoy the day, and I will talk to you next time.